So, good afternoon, one and all, and salam alaikum all. So, this presentation is about the reporting a risk incident in our ORMS software for UTAS. And the outline for the today's presentation is what is exactly the risk incident, what are the different types of risk incident and health safety risk incidents, how we can report the risk incident into ORMS, and what is important to and why it is important for reporting a risk. Okay, so before starting, I should just explain you all who we are. We are the risk management committee, that is called as RMC. Our main task is to identify and analyze, also to suggest the treatment plan for the risk in the university level, and communicate this risk to the risk owners who are responsible to take the actions in each academic department. So there are various committee members in RMC. Ms. Zainab, she is a chairperson for RMC. Dr. Nasser is a deputy chair. Ms. Rekha, myself, Kedar, I'm from engineering. Mr. Jefferson from ETC. Mr. Urfi from IT. Ms. Fakriya from admission and registration. Mr. Mohammed Talib from business, and Ms. Autumn from ELC. So we are the committee members who we are responsible for the departmental wise RMC. We can say we are the coordinators for departmental level. What is the purpose of this presentation? As I rightly said, that many of us already know that there is some risk, and we need to inform that risk to the higher officials. So how we can go ahead and inform that risk to the higher officials? So risk management committee identify the risk in the university level using the identification method, and one of this identification method is by reporting the risk incident via ORMS. So I will explain you how to use ORMS also in this presentation. So it is very, very important that every staff should be aware of how the risk incident is reported and how to take the follow-up for that risk incidents, we can say. Now, what is exactly the risk? So risk is the possibility of something bad is happening to us or to our surrounding. So we can call that bad thing which is happening as a risk. Okay. And now what is a risk incident? That any threat that can cause a harm to a person or damage to an equipment or can affect the objective of university branch. So risk is not only related with the personal, or it's not related with the machines. It can again affect the objectives of our universities. It may be the academic purpose, it may be related with the finance, it may be related with any activity which is going inside the university level. Just an example, what is exactly a risk incident and how we can identify that this is a risk incident. So simple example we have shown here, that if there is an absence of fire alarm in any room or any hall, then definitely uh, in future, maybe if there is a fire, then nobody can sense it and it may lead to a serious issue. So defective or absence of fire alarm can cause the fire incident to spread without any notice. So if you find such thing like the fire alarm is not working, or there is absence in server room, especially where there are main servers are there for our computers, and then if it is not there, that fire alarm is not there or it is defective, so then in future it may cause or it may lead for a higher uh, incident. So this can be one of the risk incident, and you can report that to the ORMS system. Some example more: accumulation of scrap inside the campus that can attract the different insect, snakes, and rat inside the university campus, and that can be a threat for a personal. So like this, if you are dumping any scrap items or wastage inside the university campus for a longer time, then definitely there will be some insects, there will be some rats or other animals, and which may lead the hazard for the person in future. Similarly, if the food which is served inside the canteen or cafeteria, if it is not with a good hygiene standard, then it may lead to a food poisoning for the people. So poor hygiene standard can cause the food poisoning. Okay. So these are also the risk incidents. So this is not the which has happened. It can lead to a serious issue or serious problem in future. So this can be considered as risk incident. So if you found this type of incident around you, so you can report in ORMS. So how we can report the things in ORMS? So everyone, we are using now Etimad platform. So you have to go to Etimad, go to service desk, and there is ORMS or online risk management system. You can see there this like this ORMS, online risk management system. I will show you a live demo also. Once I finish with this slides, I will show you how to apply or how to report a risk incident. So you have to use Etimad platform, then you have to go to service desk, and in online risk management system, you can go and you can report your risk incident. Okay, so better I will just go with this one only. So this is our Etimad platform. Right. I'll go with start Etimad. You have to log in with your ID. Once you log in, maybe there are different screens for different stuff. In e-services, on the left-hand side in table, there is a e-services tab. Here, there is a risk and health safety. So you can just click on the new request, or what I said in the presentation like this also. Some staff will get this type of window directly. So in service desk, you can find online risk management system. So just click on that. So you will be directed to the online risk management system. Or even if you don't want to use this method, so you can just directly write orms.act.edu.om. ORMS stands for Online Risk Management System, and just click OK. Automatically, you will be directed to the Online Risk Management System site direct. So this is the home screen of Online Risk Management System, ORMS. Here you can find two incidents. One is the incident report and second is HNS incident. So the first one is for the risk incident and second one is for the health and safety. Any staff member of our UTAS can report in both the cases. In incident, that is a risk incident, and second, that is the health and safety. So what is the basic difference between these two that I'm going to explain you now. So we can go ahead like this. So as I said, incident report is for the risk and health and safety is for the health and safety report or health and safety incident. So what is risk incident? The potential to cause or harm the personal or equipment. And what is health and safety? It is a harm happened to a person or equipment. And for example, that fire has took place or the food poisoning incident had happened with any staff because of the poor hygienes in the college food or university food or like that. So whatever health and safety incident happened to a person or any person who is inside the university area, then it is a health and safety incident. If you find that there is a threat in future, so that can be considered as risk incident. Okay, that can cause a big problem in future, so that is considered as a risk incident. So these two are totally different things. So health and safety is already which has happened. You can call it in health and safety. Is related with the person, is related with the health and safety issues of the university people. And risk incident can be anything, any threat which can cause a major problem in future. So once we go, for example, if I'm talking about a risk incident, so I need to click on the risk incident report. Then you will be directed to this particular screen. Here, automatically a date you can mention. Where you have found that risk, you have to mention the area. Almost maximum area is considered here in this particular part, almost everything. If it is in between somewhere, so you can just select the nearby places. So for example, if I'm selecting AD209, that is my room. This is my staff room. Okay. Then which type of report you have to fill. So you can just type this, select the type, accidents or computer problem or whatever it may be. So if anything is other, you can just type others. So I will just put it other, and you have to write the descriptions about the incident and what is the action taken. If you know if any person has already taken some action on that, so you can write it down, or if it is nothing means you can just write NA or just keep it blank and just click on this submit. Then it will send to the respective coordinator of that department. For example, if any staff from engineering is reporting any incident, it will come to the coordinator of engineering, that is me. Then I will accelerate, or I will add that, I will add my comments or something like that. I will take the necessary steps. So once I submit this, it will be in progress. One email will come to you, and one email will go to the coordinator of that risk, that department. So you will get the ID. Once you report any incident, you will get a report ID. That is for your future reference. You can keep it. Now, so here it is. So whatever incident you have reported, it is applicable here, reported by your name, location, date, time. Now, after some days, maybe after 10 days or after 5 days, you find that that issue has been resolved or some action has been taken. So you want to update it now. So again, just open the same thing. You will find here, when you go to the main screen, you will find your risk incident which you have reported. Just click on the select button and go down. Status, right now it is on process. So you can just either it is pending, or you can, if you know that risk is resolved, you can just close that risk and just update. Just click on update. If you know that incident, whatever risk incident you have noted or you have given in ORMS is closed, and coordinator has not updated it. So by yourself also you can update the status to close and then update it. So once you update it, you will get the same risk incident report. 1 minute. Automatically it will go from this main your screen. Now I'm using my coordinator module. So from your home screen, it will automatically go, or it will show that the status is closed. The status of that incident report is closed. So you can see. Yes. Now see that one incident which was already I reported just now, and it has closed. So it has gone from my submitted incident. So this is in on process. So it will show it is in on process. So it's a simple, just go to risk incident or incident report, select the location, select the type, write the details. If you know the actions, write it and submit. If you want to update again, just go to your user module, check the manage reported incidents, and select that one, and you can do it. Okay. So I think it is clear. It's the same thing you can see in this slides also. You can update like this. Now, who can report or update the risk incident? As I already explained you, any staff can report, or any reporter can update the risk incident. Similarly, any staff or student can report the health and safety incident. Also, they can update the health and safety incident report also. Okay, so if you have given any risk incident or health and safety incident, you can update by your own for your risk incident or for your health and safety incident. You can report or you can update also. Now, is it only about the health and safety risk? No. As I said earlier also, you can report any type of risk incident, such as if you find any problem or any risk in terms of academic, you can report in the risk incident. if there is an infrastructure related risk, if any building is having some damage, if any part is means because of some cyclone or any other environmental issues, any part is damaged, so that is also considered as risk incident. Then reputation risk, even sometimes there is a problem with some financial part, or that also can be considered as the risk. Okay, these are some detailed category of the risk: strategic risk, academic risk, human resource risk, infrastructure, financial risk related with the students, related with the research, that the research projects, and various hazardous substances. So these are not limited to only this particular 8 points. It can be anything. Okay, so whatever you find that it is not good, it is bad, is happening, that is considered as risk. So you can just report that in a ORMS system. Okay, so these are the basic categories of risk, we can say, and these are the details what exactly we mean by strategic or academic or human resource, etc. So you can just find the details of the risk categories in this table. So if you want to report the risk, but you want to report as anonymously, so how you will give? Means you don't want to give the report, or you want to report a risk in ORMS, but you have to explain that so that your name should not come. So then via RMS online survey, which every year RMS from RMC department, you are getting one online survey. In that you can specify the risk incident, or you can specify the risk, and it is once in a year, once in an academic year. It will send to all the staffs that online survey you have to fill, and you have to write the details about the risk which you found. So if you don't want to use ORMS, so you can use the online survey which we are sending from RMC for every staff once per academic year. Okay. Now, why it is important to report a risk incident? Many times we feel that, okay, we found something is there which is not good, which is not operating properly, but we think that, okay, somebody else will take the action. RMC coordinator will do the needful. We don't want to report the risk. No, it is not a proper way, because many times it may happen that there are some places where every RMC coordinator cannot go every time. They cannot go on every visit daily. So if you found anything which is not in a proper way, in a proper structure, you can report directly. So it's our duty as a staff, because if you see anything bad is happening, so you have to report to the higher official. So higher official in terms of risk is the ORMS. So which will allow the RMC people to take the follow-up and to resolve that particular risk. And also it will allow RMC people to identify risk within the campus and communicate these risks to the risk owner and to the higher officials to take the actions. Okay, so it's our duty, it's every staff's duty to report a risk if we found nearby, or if you found inside the university campus. I just give you one example. Sometimes before, when the COVID situation started, there was a snake incident happened. Snake was found near to the business and mechanical building. So somebody has reported, somebody has taken the photos, and he has reported in that. So like this, because that time there were very less number of people, or less number of staff were working in the college. So anybody can report. If you get the information from your housekeeping staff or the cleaning staff, even that risk you can report. So any staff, any teaching staff, any non-teaching staff of our OTAS can report this thing. So example already I have given you, and how to upload that layer or incident also I explained. So this is all about the today's presentation. So if you have any query or anything, you can just ask me. It's a very short and simple presentations for how to report the risk incident and what are the different types of risk. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. So just follow with this ORMS system. Just important thing is incident report is for risk and HNS incident is for health and safety incident. And any staff can report in this too. Okay, you can report and you can update also in this too. Anybody is having any doubt or any queries? I think many of us already know these steps, how to report the incident, especially the people who joined recently to us. For them, it may be useful. And even if you have any doubt, you can just contact with your departmental RMC coordinator. I just explain the names. I will just show that slide again. So for your departmental, these are the committee members. You can just contact your departmental RMC head in case of any doubt or any clear pictures if you in future if you need. Okay. So I guess no doubt. All are very good. Ms. Rekha? Rekha, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we have covered all the things and there is no doubt for anyone. So can we close
Yeah,
the
as
meeting?
there are no questions are coming up, if anyone has any question, they can ask, and I request all of you to fill the feedback form. I already pasted the feedback link over there. So, in case you don't have any question, we should end this session.
Okay, thank you. Thank you one and all for your patience and for your time in your busy schedule. Thank you so much.